Good morning, students. I am your English teacher, Sudipta sir. In this situation, real class cannot be taken. You know it very well. So we have arranged video class or online classes. So today I am going to discuss from class 8 English book, the first chapter, and the name of the chapter is The Ice Habit. The author or the writer of this chapter is Ruskin Bond. So have a look. Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an eminent contemporary Indian writer of British descent. He received his earlier education in Bishop Cotton School in Shimla. He received many awards, just like Sahitya Academy Awards and many others awards. So today, have a look. Open at your book page. Open at your book chapter number 1. I had the train compartment to myself up to Rohana. Here, I means the narrator. Then a girl got in. The couple who saw her off were probably her parents. He seemed very anxious about her comfort, and the woman gave the girl detailed instructions as to where to keep her things, where not to lean out of windows, and how to avoid speaking to strangers. Actually, it is the story of a train journey. Here, I means the narrator, and the narrator was in a train journey, and from certain station, a girl got into the train, and the couple, she was followed by a couple, maybe the couple were her parents, maybe. So the woman was very anxious, maybe the woman was her mother. So the woman was telling some details about how to make her journey. They called their goodbyes and They called their goodbyes and the train pulled out of the station. As I was totally blind at the time, my eyes sensitive only light and darkness, I was unable to tell what the girl looked like. But I knew she wore slippers from the way they slapped against her heels. Actually, they called their goodbyes means after sending her off, her parents went away, and then the train started moving from the station. The narrator here was blind, and his eyes were sensitive only to light and darkness, and he guessed that the girl was wearing slippers. How he come to know? Because some sounds were coming from her sleepers against her heels. It would take me some time to discover something about her looks, and perhaps I never would, but I liked the sound of her voice and even the sound of her sleepers. Here, the storyteller or the narrator is blind, so he only can guess, and it would take me some time to discover something means only he can guess that how beautiful she is, and he liked her voice as well as the sound of her sleepers. Are you going all the way to Dehra? I asked. Means the narrator wanted to know from the girl whether he was going to Dehra or not. I must have been sitting in a dark corner because my voice told her. She gave a little exclamation and said, I did not know anyone else was here. Actually, here the narrator was sitting in the corner of this compartment, and the corner was dark. So the narrator or the storyteller wanted to keep himself confined and concealed from the eyes of the girl. So suddenly the girl said that he did not expect that somebody was sitting there in front of or nearby her. Then, well, it often happens that people with good eyesight fail to see what is right in front of them. They have too much to take in, I suppose. Whereas people who cannot see or see very little have to take in only the essentials. Whatever registers tellingly on their remaining senses. Means here the storyteller or the narrator thought that the girl is normal, but when we will go through the whole story, you will come to know here the girl is also blind. But in that time, the storyteller does not know the fact whether the girl is blind or not. That's why he told that it often happens that people with good eyesight fail to see what is right in front of them. So it is one type of irony. He thought the girl was normal. That's why he told these words. And whether people who cannot see have to take in only the essentials. And this lines is for those who can't see and for the blinds. Because the blinds only can sense the things, and they can only use their organs, their other elements of their bodies except their eyes. So whether registers tellingly on their remaining sense. Remaining sense means except the eyes. I didn't see you either, I said, but I heard you come in. Here the storyteller is telling that he did not see the girls because it is impossible to see anyone as the storyteller is blind. That's why he's telling, I did not tell you either, I said, but I heard you come in. Only the sound of her slippers said that someone is coming, and the voice of that very person assures that the person is only a girl. So the voice and the sound of her slippers assured the storyteller that it was a girl. I wondered if I would be able to prevent her from discovering that I was blind. So here the storyteller or the narrator wanted to keep himself confined and prevent her from discovering that he was blind. The storyteller wanted that it would not be revealed in front of her that the storyteller or the narrator was blind. So students, the next part will come shortly in front of you. I think at your home you read this chapter very well. I have already sent the question and answer of this chapter. You read it, and in the next chapter, at the next session, I'll send the remaining portion of the stories, and this chapter 1 will be divided into 4 different sessions. So it is the first session, second session will come shortly, then third and fourth. I think it will be very helpful to you. Thank you. Have a nice day.